Hello, Heroscapers. I am Blast Shark, and this is my coverage for Do the Krug for the Missouri National Heroscape Day held in Columbia, Missouri. Before I get too far into it, I'd like to give a special thank you to Evantage, also known as Evan, for organizing the event on Heroscapers, also to Boromir on Heroscapers for donating prizes for the event, and also to Valhalla's Gate Games for allowing us to have the event in their space. So if you enjoy this battle report series, be sure to go give some love to these names here for allowing it to happen. So the format for Do the Krug is 400-point armies, and it's reverse the whip. So every other game that you're playing, you'll actually be playing with your opponent's army and giving your army to them. And on each map, there are 2 face-up power glyphs, and there's a total of 4 rounds, with the first round being played with the swapped armies, so that in the last round you're playing the army that you brought to the event. And the army that I brought is 3 copies of Shaolin Monks, the Morrow Warriors, Agent Carr, and Otanashi. My thought process behind this list was I wanted something that was fun and not super strong, but strong enough that I could see it winning games, and that required imaginative strategies to pull out victories in a lot of matches, which I think the Shaolin Monk army, that is exactly what it does. The Morrow Warriors give a good push for power, and Agent Carr and Otanashi are just really decent, fair filler cards. That line of thought apparently was not a great read for this event, because most of the armies that were run were made by the event organizer Advantage, and he made the armies so that they would be powerful and intuitive, strong, kind of run-of-the-mill Heroscape armies, and they basically all outmatched the Shaolin Monks, but I still had fun. It was a fun event, and I think that there's a lot of things that you can learn still by watching these if you like watching battle reports to learn about strategy and how to get better at the game. So my round 1 opponent had an army of 2 Roman legionnaires, 2 10th Regiment of Foot, Marcus Decimus Gallus, and Thericus. Now, this army, since it's round 1 in this reverse the whip format, I am piloting this army, and it's a pretty straightforward army. The Legionnaires bond with Marcus. Marcus gives movement bonuses to the Legionnaires and the 10th Regiment, and also attack bonus to any of those soldiers who are adjacent to him. Thericus is great for capturing a glyph and getting a member of your 10th Regiment to a shooting perch. But another thing to note is that this is the kind of army that the Shaolin Monks excel against. This is the kind of army that, if they're going to win something, this is one of the examples of an army that they are going to do well against, because they get so much advantage from having their opponents clumped up, and the Legionnaires, that is their game plan, is to be clumped up to get all of their bonuses. So it's an interesting match to theorize. I think it played out really well. We were playing on By Babylon's River by Superfrog, and this image that's on the screen is not exactly how the map was set up. It was set up a bit differently than this, so the glyphs were closer to the hive in the middle, and the terrain was also laid out a bit differently, but this is generally what the map did look like. Additionally, the glyph that is closest to the camera was Wenok, and the one on the other side of the hive was Valda. With that, I think that's enough setup to get into the game. Keep in mind that the audio is not great in-game because I was using just this GoPro Hero 3 because that's the camera that I had available to me at the time. But I did run the audio through Audacity to get it to a more listenable state, so bear with it. I think it's a reasonable quality. Obviously could be better. Without further ado, let's get into round one. Do the Krug.
First round initiative. I have 12. You have a 20, so you'll be going first. Alright. One is on the shallot. Take 3 months. Yep, you need 3 months. Since you're going up in elevation there, you do an extra move for going on. First, or take a turn with Marcus first. Marcus will end of the round. So we'll roll why not? As a 10, so you place a wound on anywhere. Alright, why not kill someone? Alright, roll initiative. I got a 10. You got a 12, so you'll go first. First, we'll start with a pot shot. That guy there. 2 skulls. Gotcha. Yep. And then we'll attack the elevation on the back. That's 1 skull. Well, just all the shots you don't take. This one's going to shoot at that. Another 1 skull. Alright. That is unfortunate. It's your turn for me. Okay. You want to do a close? Missed. My turn 3 is on the 10th regiment for I'm going to start with the bayonet back. I rolled 2 skulls. And then I roll up. Got it. 2 skulls again. That got it. So I'll attack. First attack. 1 skull. I guess it's not. And the second attack. 2 skulls. Roll for initiative. I have a 4. You have a 20. Okay. Turn 1 is on Hamlet. I'm going to attack this guy first. I'm not showing that. It's same level, right? I get the attack at you. Yeah. 1. And then this one. 1 again. Got it. Turn 2 is on my 10th regiment. They're going to do the weight of fire, so they won't move. They'll add 1 die to their attack. Shooting the adjacent guy here first. 3 skulls. Yeah. This one will shoot up first. I miss, and then the adjacent guy. 2. Blocked it. Now. So she gets 4. And she starts next to the next to you. Turn 3 is on the Legionnaires. It's going to be right there. 5. That'll be 2 attacks going up and up and up. 1 skull. Second attack. 2 skulls. I forgot I was on the move, or else I would have lined up initiative. I rolled a 1. Don't roll 1. Right. Okay. The Legionnaires. I'll attack up at the front. 2 skulls. Oh my gosh. Very safe. Circle around. Get stuck. 4, 5, 6. I'll attack that one first. 2. This one will attack first. 2 skulls. You have Elvish. Okay. Shot. Okay. 5 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. At the end of the 6 is on the range. And that's the same one. Alright, we're going to take that. Missed. It was blank. Okay. 32 is on the Legionnaires. No bond with Marcus. Excellent choice. Right in there. Attack. Miss. This guy is going to be fun. First attack. Gets the silver attack enhancement. That's 2 skulls. Second attack. 2 skulls. Third attack. 1 skull. Okay. You still untouched. Free to engage here. And the shoot down. Just one. I've locked in my knife. Okay. Turn 3 is the Legionnaires. The bomb with Marcus. Yep. Take me down here. That was 5. One school. Surely there's one in there. Got it. 1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 6. I'll attack up first. 1 skull. And then 2 attacks on 4. 2. And then next attack. 2 skulls. Got it. Show that 2 damage. Yep. 2 wounds. Why not? Well, these are all first. No, why not kill the guy? Are you kidding? Remember I got initiative for once. I can't believe this is the first time. Okay, third one is on the Legionnaires. They're all going to stay where they are on Marcus. 2 schools. Oh my gosh. First attack is going to be up on elevation. You're going to be... So, yeah, I'm attacking up. Yeah. 1 school. 3 skulls.